Welcome to the Spirit Spot. My name is Raina Shea Broussard, and it's my hope to help guide you into your spirit spot, even if just for a few moments out of your day. I invite you to set aside whatever you have before you, if you're able, and we'll begin with 3 conscious breaths. Breathe in through your nose, slowly, evenly, deeply, filling your belly, and breathe out through your mouth, emptying your belly. And breathe in, and breathe out. Breathe in, and breathe out. Our touchstone for today is storm. It often may seem like our lives are a storm of negative forces attempting to batter and bruise us and those we love. This year, 2020, certainly seems like that to many people. It is at times like this that I remember a mantra or an affirmation that has been shared with me. The universe is always conspiring in my favor and in yours. The reading today tells us that nothing is against us. There is but one power and presence in our lives and in the universe, God, the good, omnipotent, all-knowing, and ever and always present. If we believe that this is true, then we simply cannot believe that there is anything in the universe working against us in opposition to our good. Our reading today comes from Eye of the Storm, Embracing Conflict, Creating Peace by Simmons. In a spiritual context, wholeness is the energy of communion, principle, purpose, and non-resistance. Wholeness is not outside of you, nor is it separate from you. It is the essence of your true nature and spiritual identity. And because wholeness is the foundation of your being, nothing can oppose you. Whatever arises as an adversary in your life comes from within you. Seeing this is not a bad thing. It's important to see the relationship between thoughts of fear and lack and how they manifest themselves as experiences, appearing as if someone or something is against you. And it's necessary to take responsibility for your fear-based actions and the hurt they may have caused. You cannot experience your wholeness believing that someone or something is against you. You cannot experience inner peace when you are worried that something isn't right with your world. As students of truth, we must eventually reconcile ourselves to the principle that there is no force in the universe which opposes the life each of us is meant to live. While the world is truly a place of opposites and competing tensions, these forces are not a power over us. Conflicts, challenges, and interpersonal difficulties are dynamic energies within which we can move authentically and appropriately, so long as we remember that these forces aren't against us. The eye of the storm. Conflict and interpersonal difficulty are like a storm system that arises when 2 weather fronts converge. There is displacement, movement, and friction. The forces within the system build in intensity as temperature, dew point, wind velocity, barometric pressure, jet stream, humidity, and landscape combine to form a distinct rotation of influence. A hurricane is born. Similarly, competing needs, wants, and values, combined with misperception, defensiveness, and the need to be right, create an energetic field of influence that is the storm inherent in interpersonal conflict. At the center of the hurricane is its eye, a single theoretical point in space where the forces of the storm are in perfect equilibrium. At the eye, there is peace, calm, clarity, and stillness. The storm of conflict also possesses a center. I call this center the eye, capital letter I, of the storm. As you can surmise from this analogy, the eye of the storm is your wholeness and spiritual essence. It is where you can experience the storm without resisting it. At the circumference of the storm, the winds of confusion, blame, and the need to be right blow with devastating ferocity. The center, the eye of the storm, is where you experience peace, clarity, stillness, and calm. If there is a storm in your life, you can know that you and your wholeness are at the center of it. Knowing this, you can stop resisting or making wrong those who seem to be against you. You can, instead, shift your attention and awareness, and you can experience the conflict from the center, where you are capable of authentic and principled action. We must remember that we are spiritual beings having a human experience. Nothing is against us. When we find ourselves in conflict, we need to examine how it is possible that we have created an adversary when the entire universe conspires to fulfill itself through us. Your soul moves you toward challenges because they stretch you in ways that separate you from your falsehoods and dependencies. What you discover is that you are not your experiences. You are greater. This distinction, I am not my experience, is a key principle in discovering your wholeness. My circumstances may appear limiting or difficult, but I am not bound by external conditions because I am spirit. In spirit, conditions are mental structures. In spirit, limitations are fragmented possibilities. Nothing is an obstacle to spirit because conditions arise as an activity of spirit seeking to catch our attention so we may discover our true lives in God. We have yet to discover the tremendous, awesome power of the presence of God at our center, at the core of every life experience. It is this integration of spirit and humanity that constitutes infinite and eternal life. In the face of adversity, where humanity meets the impossible, spirit beckons us to come alive, to show up to life, to become present. The belief that someone or something is against you is what Jesus called the enemy. Your enemy could be your body, an illness or physical condition. Whatever seems to be against you is your enemy. You know that you are in relationship to an enemy when your first inclination is to be in control of the situation, or to be right, or to make the other person wrong. When you resist change, you are face to face with an enemy, a situation or person holding your well-being hostage. When you pray for your enemies, you move your attention to your spiritual center, where you can experience your oneness with God and your oneness with those who appear separate from you. At the center of the storm, your enemy is not against you, but for you. You are not a victim, but a victor. Prayer helps you align your thoughts and feelings, and gives you an opportunity to forgive yourself and others. When you pray for your enemies, you lift yourself and the situation into the peace and serenity of God. Again, our touchstone for today is storm. I invite you to pause several times throughout your day for 3 conscious breaths and to reflect on how, though your life may seem like a storm of forces, At the center, when you are connected with the sacred, there you can find your personal I, your wholeness, the truth of who you are. And may you create a great day.